and welcome to Parenting on the Go. I am your host, Samana Sheikh. Joining me today is Dr. Paula Ruffin from New Hudson Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Dr. Ruffin is a certified first-line therapy health and lifestyle nutrition physician and a frequent presenter at the annual Western Oakland County Parenting Education Fair. Dr. Ruffin, one of the most interesting presentations that you have given is on the food pantry. Can you please describe what the food pantry is?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I've been a chiropractor for 20 years and a practicing functional nutritionist for 15. I give many workshops in the community, and it became a request from people to get these food lists because I was always talking about what people should and shouldn't eat. So it was created out of necessity. And I created these food lists so that parents can actually help their families eat healthier. One of the biggest things that I found is that when parents can eliminate toxic chemicals from the food that they're feeding their kids, then we can actually have a much healthier family.
A funny story about that. I actually used to be obese when I was 14 years old.
Wow.
So I weighed 198 pounds. So these lists, I know, these lists can come in handy. One thing I wanted to ask you about was the actual food labels. Can you describe the food labels in general and the confusion about food labels?
Absolutely, and they are confusing. So the thing that I recommend is that you just look at the actual ingredients. The numbers can be very confusing. So just look at the ingredients, and if you're reading things that don't actually sound like food, or if they're not on my never not know way of things to have in your food list, you need to put that back. And food labels also can get overwhelming. So I always say if you're getting overwhelmed by reading a label, put it down, you're eating too much from a box, and go buy more fresh produce.
So you just mentioned specific ingredients that people should avoid. Can you just mention a few of those ingredients on the food labels that people should put back right away?
Sure. So my rules are no artificial sweeteners, flavors, colors, and stimulants. Those are all incredibly inflammatory to the nervous system, and which means they flare up your brain and they cause brain on fire, is what I call that. And so that can, if you think about that, like who can think clearly when their brain is on fire and inflamed? So think of ADD, ADHD, any chronic health issues, even obesity as a matter of fact. So we want to eliminate these things and get the fire out. So just look at the ingredient labels and that will get you started.
So to conclude, what's the best way people can start making healthy choices?
Use these lists to your advantage. I really want people to take them to the grocery store with them and get your kids involved in reading the labels as well, because it's really important that your kids learn young and they will tell you to put things back. So use the lists. Get a big garbage can, go into your kitchen, take that never not no way list, throw anything away that's on there, and then take the list to the grocery store and buy all the fresh things on the list. And this is so powerful that I had a patient the very first time I gave this particular workshop. She called me 6 months later to become a patient to tell me that she did this, threw everything away, bought all the fresh produce. She lost 40 pounds and her child with autism, he started to improve. So just eliminating all the toxic chemicals from their diet helped tremendously for her family.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So where can we find these lists?
So they're going to be listed on the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance website. If people have any questions, they can contact me at drruffin.com or on my Facebook page at New Hudson Chiropractic Wellness Center.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruffin, for joining us today. And thank you for joining us for this episode of Parenting on the Go. If you would like to look up more helpful parenting tips, you can visit the West Bloomfield Youth Assistance website at wbyouthassistance.org.